There we go. Either way. So, welcome back, everybody. Today we have the Bucs against the Bears. This should be a very interesting matchup because these teams are pretty identical in terms of records in the regular season. So this should be a much better game than the Patriots and the Dolphins. So trust me when I say this, if y'all want to see fireworks, this is the game to see it. However, there is one. Actually, no, it should be 8v8. So there is no excuses here on players, or at least player amount. But either way, it's going to be a little check down to Andrew right around the seam. And here we go, Director J. It's going to start rolling with a couple completions. Able to put the momentum in their favor, but right now he's a little backed up. He's going to find the LS to Hall of Fame Will. But it's only going to get so much with only a 5-yard gain. Oh. And it's a fumble. Thankfully, Andrew able to pick it up before getting a turnover. That was a very huge save. I can tell the Bears defense has been on a roll on defense compared to their run-in with the Titans. But let's see if that can change here, if they can get a stop. We'll see. It seems that Hall of Fame Will is backed up. He's going to be the quarterback, and he's going to try to fire it deep. Unfortunately, there's no one there but Bears players, and that's intercepted. And there you go. That's a huge stop for Chicago. Sorry, I was adjusting my mic for a moment. But either way, it's going to be a streak to sit on Vonnie. And he's wide open, and he is gone. That is a touchdown by the Bears almost immediately. That's one way to demoralize the Buccaneers before the first quarter even ends. The Bears are now on a roll. Sorry, and the kick is good. And I usually see it blocked, so it's pretty rare to see a kick actually get through for me, but hey. But either way, it's going to be to Andrew. You're going to spin move out of bounds to get around 30-yard line. Still a very good return nonetheless. But Director J. Gonna be... Oh, he was looking to give it the LS to number 94, but unfortunately just not able to get there. It's a little bit high, but either way, Director J looking around, seeing what he can find. He does have an open lane if he wants to take it, but no, he's going to try to fire a deep pass, but just overthrown there. I don't really know if they'll call grounding on that, but it seems that they won't, so either way, good call there. Or a good no call there, but either way, Director J trying to find an open man if he can. Unfortunately, he's sacked again, and it's a fumble. This... I don't know how to say that name, but this UDM. I don't know how to pronounce that, but this recovers it. And now this... Is that this boy? Or is he on a different team? I don't know, but either way, Best Will, unfortunately, just couldn't dive in bounds. And just like that, this game could get pretty interesting here. If the Bucs do manage to get a stop. But, oh, he just stepped out of bounds. It was the name I cannot pronounce. I think it looked to have been some kind of fold or a check down there, but Yeah, not exactly the best timing there. Oh, and he's going to try to fire a streak, and it's caught by Z Alti. Z Alti with a huge touchdown to make this a two-scoring game. This is a very good play there. But either way, Director J is backed up just a little bit, but he does have plenty of room to throw it. And here we go. He has a lane at the moment, and he's going to fire the fold to War. To War. My bad. I don't know why I made the W silent, but either way, Director J is going to be looking left. He has a lane. Unfortunately, just intercepted by Ego. Oh my goodness, this could not be going worse for the Buccaneers at the moment. Because this could be a potential 21-0 lead before halftime. Actually, back before even the first quarter. Actually, not 21-0, unless because they can't go for two. So I guess at best a 20 to nothing. But either way, it's going to be caught by the name I cannot pronounce. Only good for a 5-yard gain. I feel like he could have got a bit more on that, but I guess he got scared with and dived. Either way, this UD, and it's going to be Z ulti again. Unfortunately, since he dives forward, not going to get any yardage on that. Still a good catch though, either way. But here we go. This UD, unfortunately, just overthrown, and will that force a punt? Yes, it will. And Tampa Bay gets a break there. A very huge one that could have easily put him in a very bad position, but if Director J and the Bucs can maybe score a touchdown here, this could be a close game. But here we go. Director J, he's looking around. He does find someone wide open, and it's looking to be the little fold there to Xylo. And here we go. They're in the red zone. They're in prime position to score. And it's looking to find middle. Unfortunately, just overthrown. Yeah, he saw two people wide open, man. I think if he threw it a bit earlier, I think he probably could have had it. Uh-oh, and they're resetting the play. From the looks of it, I guess maybe he saw something wrong. And here we go. It seems at the moment, I forgot to verify, be able to chat there, but it's okay. I can figure it out later. Oh, but either way, apparently it's just hiked now all of a sudden, and okay, never mind. They're gonna reset the play. Okay, good call. I think they should put it to 2 minutes though, at least. I mean, it's not that big. I don't know if it's that big of a deal, but either way, it looks like it's just gonna be a bit of a wait. So but yeah, either way, I'm very interested to see what this Bucs or Bears team can do. The Bears have been kind of on a roll lately, despite their record. They kind of made a bit of a comeback. I will admit that. Well, for better or worse, they made a comeback. All right, so I guess it's gonna take a minute. Man, this is a bit of a slow game, but also shout out to our league having 800, 600, 800, 681 members in it. Sorry, I couldn't like freaking speak for a moment, but yeah, league link for CFL will be in the description of this video, so make sure to click on that if you can, if you are in it already. But it should be a fun time. I am looking forward to definitely streaming it though, if we can. Uh, hopefully the championship game, regardless of what team it is or who, we can get a good game out of it. Either way, it's gonna be I don't know what's happening with the Bucs apparently. I guess someone disconnected. Yeah, they have 7, so I'm assuming someone disconnected on accident or something. I always want to look at like the preset cameras because like I wish there was more like I'm fine with the end zone camera if I'm being honest. Dude, this kind of like top down thing would be pretty crazy though, a camera point of view though. Like I feel like there should be one that's like vertically because it make kind of like in-depth stuff really fun, but the best I can kind of do is like yeah, but it has some fun stuff though. Like I like a spectator mode. Yeah, I think my only wish is that you can like review like previous play for like challenges and stuff. That'd be really interesting. I don't know how ambitious that would be to add, but it would be pretty cool to see like sort of like challenges could actually exist a lot more. But yeah, so I guess you want to go about my day, I guess. My day's been fine. I don't really the only thing that kind of really happened that was like eventful was the new League of Legends cinematic game. I know there's probably not a lot of League players here, but if any at all, but I mean it has over 2 million views, so I mean it's a game that just kind of is still always popular. I don't I don't really know why or how, but it's a very competitive game, and I know I know it seems kind of a weird flex for I think it's a game. I think Roblox football in general is not really just Football Legends, but it's kind of a game that like you don't really want to flex for playing competitively because it's kind of like what? Like, what? This is a competitive game, and apparently, I guess anything can be if there's a competitive rock paper scissors, you know. But I've seen like a competitive air guitar tournaments on was it ESPN? It was on TV though. I don't know if it was on ESPN, but competitive air guitar is crazy. But yeah. So it seems the Bucks are trying to look for an eighth player, uh an an eighth. Am I saying eighth wrong? Like eight, like eighth. I don't know. So yeah, this is mildly not really that entertaining right now. Understandably. Huh. Well, this is certainly interesting because we have a game at 9 as well. So I guess I have to prepare for that. So we'll be Nice. Anyways. All right, well. Okay, well, apparently Chicago suddenly won the game. What? What? Uh, I don't know what happened. Okay, well, apparently they're restarting it, I guess. I don't really know what happened or why, but
Keep coming, mouthful.
thank you, Little Zabi, for the sub there. That's cool. Anyways. Okay, either way, though, it's going to. I guess the game's going to restart. Uh, so apparently, SK Jelly, who was in the game, uh, so it seems that I had to put someone new in, I guess, because so yeah, there was apparently ban evasion, I guess. So that was interesting. So either way, though, I guess I will. Okay, well, either way, it's going to be interesting now who you got winning the Super Bowl? I mean, the Falcons have been looking like a heavy favorite to me. Same with the Texans, but I mean, so far though, I have been liking how the Bears were playing based on the game before the restart. But the Bears are also kind of a dark horse to win this thing as well. But we'll see if they can even make it out of it. Oh my gosh, I thought that was going to be interception there. But either way, it's going to be caught by the name that I cannot pronounce for 17 yards. Is that going to be a living meme with this user? I just have to call him that. Either way, this boy I think is the name. Either way, it's going to be caught by Best Will. And there you go. The Bears are rolling on offense right now. And here we go. It looks like it's going to be caught by Z Alti. And that's a touchdown. Just like that, Chicago is now on the board. I mean, no doubt Texans and yeah, Falcons are definitely a heavy favorite, but Texans are also up there. Hold on. But either way, Director J. And it's going to be caught with an LS to Hall of Fame Will. And here we go, Director J. Just trying to look around, see what he can find. Whoa, lag spike. But either way, it's going to be caught by Xylo. I feel like there should be a lag warning rule because that was way too close. But either way. Oh, okay, lagged a little bit there. Or either way, he's going to throw it out. Immediately gets ruled incomplete. Before it even touches the ground. I mean, it probably was going to be with how wide it was. I knew a man named Polly once. Indeed you did, Ice. Indeed you did. We gotta delay a game now. I guess it was ruled intentional grounding. But here we go, Director J. Just rolling around, seeing what he can find here. He's gonna try to find the fold on the right. Oh, okay, a little bit of lag on my end there, but either way, gonna be good enough for a first down. And I want to see what the Bucs can do with it. Hall of Fame Will gets about a 4-yard gain on that play. Oh, okay. Well, apparently there's some lag. My ping's not even that bad, so I don't know why there's lag. But either way, Jaden gonna be the one to get a touchdown. And just like that, Tampa Bay answers right back immediately with a score of their own. And now this is a real game, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, that kick was just no good. I don't know why it's at incomplete at the top there, but either way, the kick is no good. So very wasted opportunity there from the Bucs. But a very late return though. Not gonna be able to get to the 25-yard line to get in the touchback yardage, but good enough to at least put him in a better position. But either way, this boy. Well, it was caught by Zialti, but he did dive at the LOS, so he doesn't gain any yardage for it. That's pretty unfortunate, if I'm being honest, but I mean, it's better than getting it intercepted, I guess. So I guess I don't really have much to criticize on, but either way, and it looks like he's going to try to find it on the sideline. It's going to be the Best Will. I think he angled for that one, so that was a very huge play there. Yeah, Football Legends did have angling. Uh-oh. See Alti with the boost and gets a touchdown for the Bears. Now that's a play right there if I've ever seen one. There aren't many times where a boost benefits the wide receiver, but when it does like that, oh man, it just looks pretty nice, I'll say that. And unfortunately, the kick is going to be blocked, but still a very huge score there by, what was I going to say? By the Bears. But either way, let's see if Tampa can continue to answer back. Gonna get tackled around the 30-yard line. Actually, exactly at the 30-yard line. What the heck? But either way, Director J. Huh, yeah, lots happening. Either way, Jaden. Only gonna get about 14 yards on that play. Around the midfold, but... Uh-oh, Director J. He does have an open lane if he wants to take it. He doesn't. But that's because he finds something better with Jaden on the midfold, and that's easily more than 40 yards, and just like that, it's a 1st and goal. And he's going to try to find the end zone on the right side, but no, just incomplete there. Yeah, just a little unfortunate there, but... Oh, just right in between the players, those two receivers there. And oh no, San 13 unable to get it, but at the very least, they can at least try for a field goal. But can they hit it? And they do, so just like that, it's now a 3-point game. At least Tampa got something on the board, but I don't really mind the forced field goals because they're actually interesting. And either way, it's going to be caught in the end zone for a touchback. All right, now let's see if the Bears can extend their lead after a huge defensive stop there. That puts them in a 3-point lead. Uh-oh, and they're going deep. Unfortunately, not able to dive inbounds. Ego. Still a good catch, though. But it looks like it's going to be a streak. Unfortunately, just going to be intercepted by War. Just a tad bit overthrown, and it just ended up being a dime to the defense. I mean, I don't know if they angled there, though, but I guess we'll never know. But here we go, Director J. Able to roll right. Okay, now he's backed up a little bit. Uh-oh, and he finds someone wide open on the streak, and it's to War. And just like that, Tampa has taken the lead. Now this game should be a lot more interesting. And here we go, the kick, unfortunately, is no good, so Chicago can at least tie it up with a field goal if they're forced to it. Right now, this is looking to be a very interesting game. I'm hoping for that to continue further, but... Here we go, this boy. Oh no, he's lagging. Thankfully able to get the ball off, but that lag definitely did not help him whatsoever. But either way, it looks like he's going to find a pass in the middle. He's got a lot of room to run. Okay, maybe not that much room, but still good enough for a 42-yard gain. And here we go. This boy trying to find someone wide open, and he tries to find two people in the middle and takes advantage of the 2-on-1 and gets a touchdown. What a huge risk. That could have been very bad for Chicago, but the odds were in their favor. And it was caught by Best Will for the touchdown. Now this is what I enjoy seeing right here, but do you solo Doctor Doom? I don't know. Why, are you playing Marvel Rivals right now, Ice, or something? But either way, Jaden's gonna be the one to get a kick return here. Okay, narrowly avoids a couple tackles, but doesn't get super far with it with the sheer number of defenders. I'm watching Doomsday trailers. Oh yeah, I heard that it came out around yesterday or today. But either way, gonna be. Oh no, Sam thought he didn't need to attack it. Unfortunately, he thought wrong. Yeah, he was trying to dive for the first down, and the Bears able to capitalize on that mistake perfectly. I completely understand what Sam 13 was doing, but unfortunately, just fortunately that risk did not pay off. But either way, this boy in prime position to extend their lead to a two-scoring game. Okay, he's gonna get to that name I cannot pronounce. But I don't know how many times I can say it in I can only say it so many times, man. But either way, it's gonna be, it looks like, to a screen. You're gonna be just able to get the first down, so still a good play, but we'll see what they can do. And it's gonna be the walk to sit on Vonnie. And it's gonna be a touchdown for the Bears, making this a 9-point game at the moment. But let's see if they can make it a 10-point game. And we kick it, and here we go. The kick is up. And unfortunately, it's going to be blocked. Football Legends tends to have a lot of blocked kicks, I'll say that. I'm hoping that can get changed for next season, but maybe. I don't know. But either way, Director J, hoping at least try and answer right back. He sees a wide open man to the right, and he's going to take it. NF Grimm 7. Oh, and apparently it seems that the Bears have called for a play clock from the looks of it, and they have. Oh, because they have 9 players. Yeah, let me look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they have 9 players. That's probably why. Up. Oh, okay, well, it seems that they're going to reset the play again. I don't really know why he hiked it, but I'm still liking this call, though. And this game is looking very intense, though. I really enjoy it. They're taking a little bit on who to put in, or bench in this case. Either way, gonna be caught from a right fold there to Xylo. Or I guess it could be a streak too, but oh, and it's going to be a timeout called by Sid on Vonnie. I don't really know the reason for this timeout, but it seems that they're, I guess maybe a timeout to try to get their defense back in order. Give them a bit of extra time, maybe stopping Chicago's momentum or Bucs' momentum. Oh, okay, we have AFK. Unfortunately, that throws them into disarray and war. Going to get a touchdown. And just like that, this is a 3-point game now. That AFK from the Bears team put completely disorganized them. And Tampa able to capitalize on a crucial mistake from the Bears defense. And there you go. And now it is a 2-point game. But Bears still have a good lead. And with the ball, they could potentially extend it. But for now, this could be potentially the last play of the first quarter, more than likely. But let's see what the Bears have in store here. And here we go. It's going to be caught by the name I still cannot pronounce, but oh, and well, it should be a second quarter, but I guess the score clock bug gives them an extra play per quarter. But either way, it looks like he's going to toss it to a streak, just barely overthrown there. And that's the end of the first. And now we're on to the second. This game has lasted a long time. What the heck? Either way, this boy, able to roll right, just barely gets the ball off. Able to catch it there to solos. UDUNMG. Interesting. And here we go. Unfortunately, with no O-line, this boy is just all the way backed up with not much place to run. And looks like he's going to try and toss it on the two streaks. Unfortunately, just not able to get it. Oh, are they going to call grounding for that? Okay, they will. I don't agree that being grounding, but all right. Oh, and it's going to be another timeout called by Sid on Vonnie. That's their second timeout blown. I don't. Okay, now we're all of a sudden we're on a 2nd and 30 for some reason. But either way, it's going to be a streak. And it's caught by Z Ulti. Who cares about a 2nd and 30 when you can get a touchdown? And how it is a 8-point game. The Bears able to just fire right back. Oh, this game could be a shootout, ladies and gentlemen. The way this game has been going. I am really enjoying what this game has been offering. But here we go, Director J. Gotta be rolling right. He does have an open lane, but he's gonna try and take the streak. Unfortunately, just a tad bit overthrown there from the looks of it. Either that, or maybe the wide receiver just didn't run the right route, but either way, incomplete. And Director J, not gonna take the lane, but he will take the fold to NF Grim 7. And he has room to run at the moment. Unfortunately, just gonna get immediately tackled there. But still has a good enough gain for a first down. More than good enough. But either way, gonna be caught by Sam 13 on the little out route. Well, here we go, Dr. J. Not much places to run, but he is gonna try to find. Oh, just overthrown there, but that could have been very huge for the Bucs. And now it's a 3rd and 1. He gets sacked. Okay, he doesn't, and he gets it to Hall of Fame Will. And that's good enough for a first down. And here we go. Director J. Okay, and it's going to be caught by NF Grimm again. Right now, Director J. Trying to see if he can command this Bucs offense back into this game. One mistake, and it could be curtains. All right, well, that pass was popped, but likely would have been incomplete anyways. And oh my goodness, a completely blown coverage. And Director J is gonna get an easy touchdown there to NF Grimm. Man, you cannot have that happen if you are the Bears. You cannot give someone like Director J those kind of opportunities. Or any opportunity, or any for any quarterback actually, not just Director J, but man. You just cannot allow that. But either way, this boy gonna see if he can try to hit the full. Unfortunately, gonna be intercepted by NF Grimm. And just like that, the Bucs, sorry, the Bucs can now take the lead for the first time this game. I think. I think this could be their first time taking the lead, I think, right? But either way, Director J hoping to find something with this team, with this game. Oh no. NF Grimm immediately dropped in, ends up being a pick by the Bears. That's a huge mistake there. Sit on Vonnie with the interception. And just like that, the Bears have the ball again. Oh man, that is a horrible mistake there by Tampa. And I really think NF Grimm definitely will want that pass back. Thankfully, Tampa defense comes through with a safety. And Andrew gonna be the one to get the sack there. And just like that, Tampa Bay has taken the lead and has possession of the ball. This could not be any more favorable for Tampa at the moment. That's a huge defensive play there by Andrew. And that's exactly what Tampa Bay needed. But can the Bears at least play damage control? Right now, it's going to start with a 11-yard gain on the LS. Going to have another LS, going to be to Hall of Fame Will there. They try to get the read on it, but fortunately just not fast enough. And it looks like it was going to be to walk there. Unfortunately, just not able to quite get it. And looks like it's going to be caught by NF Grimm, but since he had a toe out of bounds, that's incomplete. Nearly gets sacked there too. But either way. Ryder J does have a lane. Will he get it? Yes, he will. It's going to be to NF Grimm. Unfortunately, doesn't get too far after that dive, but still good enough for a first down. And you're the red zone, actually, so even better. And here we go. It's going to be a 2v1 toss, and it's caught by War. And just like that, the Bucs extend their lead to 7 points. But let's see if they can make it 8. Right now, the Bears have been choking a bit here. And here we go. The PAT is good. That makes it an 8-point game. Oh, man, this is an intense game. I'll say that. This is an emotional roller coaster for both teams. Because whoever wins this moves on in the playoffs. So many things are on the line right now. Z Alti gonna get the streak there. But I will give credit. The Bucs are also a very fantastic team, though. They definitely have a lot of talent on their end. Just as much as the Bears do. But so I feel like this game could be evenly matched in a lot of ways. But one thing about the Bears, though, you can never count them out. That is the main strength of the Bears. Even if they're down by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, you can't call this game over. That's all I know. Especially when Tampa has nearly choked games. And either way, it's going to be called by Z Alti on the streak. And that's a touchdown. Chicago able to answer right back. And just like that, this game is a shootout. But that gives Tampa plenty of time to do what they want with the ball before second half. And since Tampa Bay does get the ball to start it, or to start the second half, this is a very ideal positioning for them. And since Chicago only has 1 timeout, there's not much they can do about it. They want to stall this clock. But either way, we'll see what they can do with it. Okay, never mind what's on the background there, but it's going to be a pass to Ward there. A tiny little fold. Or a hitch, I guess. Or either way, Director J trying to find something wide open. Going to be the LS to Will. Does spin move. Oh no, fumble! Oh my goodness, that's a huge turnover for the Bears. That is exactly what the Bears needed. And unfortunately, Hall of Fame Will just not able to hold on to the ball before getting tackled. Yeah, that's a huge opportunity for the Bears here to take the lead. Nearly gets intercepted there, but thankfully able to hold on and get a 3-yard gain. Oh, and it looked like it was going to be an LS there, but it looked like just a complete miscommunication. And it looks like it's going to be a walk to sit on Vonnie, able to get the first down. And here we go. Chicago can take as much time off the clock as they need. Oh no. Oh no. That's not what you want there. The lag ends up costing this boy 35 yards. And now he's going to have no choice but to toss it or at least make it manageable. He's going to find the 3-on-1. And that's a touchdown there. Ego. That's not ideal of a situation for the Buccaneers defender. I don't know how he was all alone there, but either way, that's a touchdown Bears, and now they have reclaimed the lead. But again, this is not over for Tampa. As even if they fail, they still have the second half kickoff. So they have a good safety net in case they fail this drive. But either way, Director J gonna be looking around, seeing what he can find. It looks like he's gonna find the fold around the hashes to War. He's gonna get tackled for about 30 yards. And Director J is gonna use his first timeout to save some clock. That's a very huge play there. I'm really liking the Bucs strategy here, just taking their time, not rushing it too much here, but 26 seconds is a lot of time to maybe make a play down the field. And here we go, Director J. Able to find a lane, able to find a mid-fold there to NF Grimm. Unfortunately, he's just short of the goal line. All right, and Director J trying to find something here, and a touchdown to NF Grimm 7. And now the Bucs have taken the lead once more. However, there's one problem with that. That leaves the Bears with quite a bit of time on the clock to maybe get a toss-up and maybe reclaim the lead before second half. But so far, both offenses have performed very well, aside from a few mistakes. But either way, gonna be a touchback there at the moment. And here we go. This boy maybe can at least get a walk to at least make this manageable. Unfortunately, the defensive line just not able to give it to him. Unfortunately, just going to be incomplete, and just like that, Tampa takes the lead at halftime and gets the ball in the second half. I don't think that was a good decision to toss up immediately there for Chicago. I think you should have just taken the walk and then maybe like dive out of bounds or something and maybe maybe call a timeout. I don't think going for a toss there was a good decision. I think you should. I think they should have done like a VC play, like a walk or an LS, to maybe get a bit more yards to at least make it easier to get an end zone toss up. But yeah, not a good move there by. Oh wait, no, the Bears get the ball in the second half. Interesting. I guess I thought wrong. My bad. But either way, I guess something must have happened. I don't know. But either way, this boy, I guess I miscalculated. I don't know. Either way, this boy just going to fire it deep. Why not? Unfortunately, just going to be incomplete there. But also very fortunate that wasn't a pick. But either way, going to be a walk to sit on Vonnie there, just a tad bit overthrown. But man, this boy has just... I mean, both this boy and Director J have just been on fire, though, offensively. But here we go. It's going to be a toss. Unfortunately not, and that's going to force a punt. And that's a huge stop by Tampa. And here we go. Looks like it's going to be a touchback, and they're going to keep it like that. And here we go, Director J. Able to find an LS to Hall of Fame Will. Gonna be good for about 13 yards. Not quite gonna get the first down, but will be pretty close. And here we go, Director J. Gonna find NF Grimm. Not gonna get quite past the first defender there, but gonna get good for more than just a first down. But here we go, Director J. Able to find someone wide open on the streak. And that's a touchdown to War. Oh my goodness, that was very bad for the free safety there. He was just all alone with two receivers. Or was that the deep left? It was either the free safety or the deep left there, but either way, that was still a huge touchdown there that the Bucs definitely need to take this lead. But again, like I said though, the Bucs are in pretty good position to win, but again, you cannot count the Bears out. They are not a bad team. With how they came back at the Titans and how the Bucs have choked or nearly choked many games throughout the regular season. Again, it could bite them. But either way, gonna be a fold there around the left hash. It's gonna be to walk to sit on Vonnie. those have been working very well for Chicago, so they're going to keep using it until they figure out a way to stop it. Or either way, looks like it's going to be a little streak there to Solos, able to dive in bounds to get the first. And here we go. This boy, trying to find someone wide open. He's going to try to find a streak there. Unfortunately, just overthrown. And that's incomplete. And here we go. This boy, trying to find a streak once more. Able to catch an ego with the touchdown. And there you go. Chicago has closed to the gap just a little bit. Sorry, I was trying to find the right words to say there, but again, Chicago still has a chance. This still can be anyone's game. Again, this is a defensive shootout right now. Or this is an offensive shootout. But here we go, Director J. Gonna be finding NF Grimm. Unfortunately, only gonna get about 13 yards since he went out of bounds. But either way, Director J has been looking very impressive so far as well. I mean, like I said before, both QBs have been playing very well. Both Director J and this boy have just been on a tear lately against each other's defenses. And honestly, it's pretty interesting to see, but I feel like the constant scoring does get a little bit boring every now and then, but hey, I guess the viewers like it. I guess it's hard to complain about. But either way, gonna be caught by Xylo for the touchdown. And now the bells are ringing. And there you go. Tampa Bay keeping this game as difficult as possible to win for the Bears. And for good reason. This is essentially, if you win, you move on. I don't know what could be next for the playoffs for the Bears or the Bucs, whoever wins this game, but this will be very interesting to see what happens here. And it looks like it's going to be a little streak there to Z Alti. He did have a bit of room to run, but not too much room, but able to get about a 49-yard gain on that play. Ironic, because they have 49 points on the board. But either way, oh, this boy pump faked a little bit there. Fortunately, not going to get anything on that pass there, just due to being overthrown. This boy needs something here. It looks like he's trying to find the streak. Unfortunately, just incomplete there. And here we go. Tampa Bay defense is playing very stingy at the moment. But not stingy enough, as Z Alti got a first down with that fold route. Or is that a walk? But either way. And here we go. Z Alti gonna get the VC play on the screen. Unfortunately, not gonna quite get to the goal line, but will be 3 yards short of it. Still very ideal positioning for Chicago. And could they be planning something? They're going to try to fake the screen, and it's going to be a fade route. I think Will Best was able to get it. I couldn't quite see the name of it though, but a very huge fake out play by Best Will. My bad, I meant to say Best Will, but either way, Chicago keeping their playoff hopes alive. But either way, Director J. Sorry about that. I was typing something, but gonna go to Hall of Fame Will. Gonna be for about 15 yards. Those VC plays to Hall of Fame Will have definitely been a thorn in their side, but it's gonna be caught by Jaden. Just completely on the streak there. Completely wide open on the streak, I mean. And it's gonna be a try to get a walk there to Jaden again, but just a little miscommunication. Again, it looks like a timeout's gonna be called by Sid on Vonnie. And here we go, Director J. Trying to find NF Grimm, but unfortunately it's going to only be an incomplete, and that's 3rd and 15. This could be huge for the Bears if they can get a stop here, or at the very least an incompletion. Right now, Director J has a lot of time right now. Unfortunately, it's just going to be overthrown to nowhere. And that's a field goal attempt for Tampa. I mean, the kick is good, so they do come up with something, but that completely opens the door for Chicago to tie up this game. Or if they're smart with it, they could also go for 2 if they manage to stretch the clock out to the 4th quarter. So there's a lot of ways Chicago can tie up or even take the lead of this game if they're smart about it. I know this all right, this boy able to catch it just barely. What a good play there on the side, and just like that, the walk to Sid on Vonnie. And there you go, that's a touchdown. The Bears have just been on a roll as well as the Bucs have. And unfortunately, the kick looked to have been missed. And at the moment, Tampa does have the lead. But if Chicago can get a defensive stop somehow, I don't know if Tampa Bay can keep it. But for now, NF Grimm gonna be just barely able to get the first down there despite spin moving backwards. Which makes it look a little silly, but either way, Director J. Okay, and it looks like he's going to look for the streak on the toss. Thankfully, that's a catch. Unfortunately, just a tad bit short of the goal line. Now, this is an interesting situation for Tampa here. They could run it if they so wish. But unfortunately, not going to see an open lane there. And, oh, it was popped. I don't know who that was to, or who caught it, but that's still a very huge play there from Tampa Bay, or from the Bears defense. But for right now, oh, and it looks like he's going to run it. It's a fumble. Oh my goodness, that was way too close for Tampa there. Could have easily lost the game on that fumble. And here we go. Oh no. Oh no, it's picked off. Z Alti able to read the out route to NF Grimm. I don't know if that's exactly who he's reading there, but still a huge play there by Z Alti, and now the Bears able to take the lead for the first time this half. They may not get another chance like this, so they have to use it wisely. And here we go. And it's intercepted by War. Unfortunately, Ego not able to win the toss-up. Oh man, this is just not been looking good. And here we go, Director J. Unfortunately, the Bears defense does get the read on the LS. Oh, it's intercepted. Sorry, I was typing something, but either way, intercepted by Z Alti. And oh my goodness, this game is going back and forth. Both offenses choking completely right now. And it looks like he's going to try to fire a streak to Ego again. Unfortunately, intercepted by War once more. Oh no. You cannot do that. That is. Oh man, that's very interesting decision there. I don't know if I entirely agree with it. But man, Director J, both offenses have kind of been choking a bit, but Tampa maybe can sustain their lead. Just both offenses haven't been able to close out this game in the fourth quarter. All right, let's going to go to Hall of Fame Will for the LS. Only going to be good for about 8 yards. But again, that's not really what they need right now. Director J going to be milking the clock a little bit there. As much as he can, legally, I mean. And here we go, it's a 3rd and 5. All right, he doesn't take the lane. Uh-oh, and it's going to be a streak. Will it be caught? No. Now this gets interesting because this is 4th down and this is midfield. This could be very bad for Tampa if they make it incompletion here. And thankfully they don't. It's going to go to War. And now they get the first. That could have been very bad for Tampa there. But War able to find a blind spot on the defense. And now NF Grimm 7 able to get the fold on the right. And here we go. This is still a 1st and 15, almost a 1st and goal. Okay, it's going to be LS to Hall of Fame Will once again. Not going to quite get the first, even though the first is pretty much at the goal line, so I don't know. Pretty close. Oh, no. That's a huge sack there by the Bears. And here we go, Director J on a 3rd and 19. This could be very bad for the Bucs right now. Two defensive ends on his tail. And now he's overthrowing it. Has nowhere to run, just no choice but to try and throw it and take a leap of faith. And now, Tampa to at least make this within greater than a field goal distance. And now, the Bears have an opportunity to take the lead. The Bears have just been a very weird team, but right now this is looking very interesting. This boy He's backed up a little bit. Gonna see if he can try to find the ball to Ego, but unfortunately just not able to get there in time. Right now, I wouldn't worry about getting a touchdown immediately if I were the Bears right at the moment. I would worry about just getting a first down and maybe getting some completions rolling. It looks like he's going to find the 2-on-1 toss-up, able to win it thanks to solos. And there you go. And now, they're pretty close in scoring distance. Gonna get the VC play to Ego there. Not going to get very far with it, thanks to San 13. And it's going to be the walk to sit on Vonnie. Able to get the first down, and now it's a 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. And now Chicago can do anything with this football. And it looks like it's going to be a toss to the right side, but nope. Not going to be able to get it. And keep in mind, too, the Bears can run it, I believe. Can they? Oh, no. Oh, no. The lag. The lag at the worst possible timing. Wait, I think, did the Bucs strategically go 7 players so he can't run it? That's a dirty strategy, but let's see if it pays off for them, though. And here we go. It's going to be a toss. And it's caught! I think it was caught by Best Will. And now the Bears take the lead with 2 points. Or by 2 points. Man, this game might come down to the last drive. Both offenses have just been on a tear. And since it is the 4th quarter, they can go for 2. And it is good. He gets tackled, but it doesn't matter. Able to reach for the goal line. I think Solos was the one who got the 2-point conversion there. And now Chicago has the funny number and a 4-point lead. But man, regardless of who wins, these are, I don't think, I mean, I know it's playoffs, and regardless of who wins, though, I feel like both teams shouldn't be too mad about their performance this game, at least offensively. Because this has been back and forth. And it's going to be 11-yard pass to NF Grimm on the fold. And it's going to be another one to NF Grimm. The short just not able to, short and the deep, not able to communicate on Grimm here. And it's going to be another one to Grimm. That's a fumble! And it's recovered by the Bears. Oh my goodness, that dude, 3 fumbles? Are you serious, dude? The Bears might actually win this game. The Bears might actually win. Oh no. That is, dude, not like this. Please don't tell me the Bears. Are you serious? War saved the game for the Bucs. Oh man, that is not what you want to do there if you're the Bears there. I don't think that was a good decision. You should be focused on just killing the clock as much as you can, not scoring. But either way, gonna be good for about 7 yards. And it's gonna be to NF Grimm once more. Alright, it's gonna be a timeout called by Director J. Now this could be the final drive of the game. Tampa Bay does have an ample opportunity, but the problem is if you give them any kind of time, or if you give Chicago any sort of time, they have an opportunity to toss it in the end zone. So, again, they do need to be careful how much time they leave. And it's going to be a San 13 there, making a lot of defenders miss for Chicago. I guess they're trying to let him score. But here we go, Director J. In prime scoring position at the moment. And thankfully, able to get 11 seconds left on the clock. This is not the best position for the Bears. This is a make or break situation for them. But Director J does call a timeout to save some clock. Very good decision on Director J's end. But either way, this is a make or break play. This could be the final play of the game, unless Director J can get it fast enough. Sorry, my notifications just lit up, but either way, now this is the last play of the game. They did call him out for a grounding, so that does push them back quite a bit. And that's a sack. That's a huge sack, and they do go for it. Thankfully, Director J does have one final timeout. But man, it looks like this play will end up being a toss. This play will be a toss-up, unfortunately, whether the Bears like it or not. And I think the toss is short. Are you serious? The Bears won. The Bears have won with the funny number. Are you serious? That's how it ends. Wow. And just like that, the Bucs have choked this game away, could not clutch it up. And the Bears move on in the playoffs, continuing to be the dark horse to win the Super Bowl for CFL. And again, that is why you can never count the Bears out. And that game right there is enough to tell you why. There's definitely a big reason why I call the Bears the dark horse of CFL. Because no one really expects them to win until they do. But man, what a game though, man. I wouldn't feel too mad if I was the Bucs at all. I think they played great. I know they kind of did make a couple of bad decisions, but they weren't a bad. But the Bucs weren't bad. Oh shoot, I'm like really fast. But yeah, man, I really enjoyed that game. That game was amazing. But ugh, man, that's just heartbreak for the Bucs, though. I will give it that. I hope they return to CFL again because they still are a fine team. They are more they're far from bad. So I do hope they will be okay. But man, that loss is definitely gonna sting them quite a bit. Just unfortunately, some things just didn't go their way, and I mean that's kind of how the game works. But man, what a fun game. Yeah, it was way too close. Well, that makes them those kind of games exciting. Oh man, that was such a fun game. Dude, I need to breathe. But either way, thank you guys for watching. It was a very fun game. And I guess there's not really much else to say other than see you guys later. So, bye.